Hey everyone, this is Kaz here with Kaz-Magic. I thank you for tuning into. Actually, it's been a while. Thank you for tuning to my video log. It's been pretty crazy out there lately. I don't really want to get into any subject about it. For one, I just want to say to all of you, just be safe out there and just try to hold on to each other. It's, right now it's just that with as chaotic as things are at the moment, I really wish that we could reach to a much better solution for many things. So like I was saying, just please be safe out there, take care of each other, also stay healthy, and just just basically take care of each other. But anyway, so it's been a minute since I've actually done my last video log. From one, I was absolutely trying to get my audio fixed because I've noticed that each time I was making a video to try to prepare for the next upload, I would have trouble hearing myself a little more than what I was really trying to actually get accomplished. So this time I actually got myself a new headset and actually looked up some videos on how to exactly fix the audio problem, and I'm very happy with everything that's been going on right now. So that's been a really, really big help. So today I just had a really big breakthrough, and it was with Jackson Free Press. If for those of you that don't know, Jackson Free Press is a local magazine here in Mississippi, or should I say more like the metro area, and they cover everything that's like from the arts to political, sports. It's basically just mostly because it's the capital of Mississippi, Jackson area. So from what I was told, it actually reaches to more than just Jackson area of Mississippi. It actually reaches down to like even further to like Hattiesburg or to Macomb. I really didn't know that it actually reaches that far. But anywho, I really just had an interview, which was a really big breakthrough. I was very excited about it, but also I was like super nervous. So I definitely will say that I'm looking forward to seeing that issue when it gets released. Hopefully it will actually show up at my day job, or I may have to absolutely go out somewhere and look for it if it's not showing up there anymore. Excuse me. So for a while now, I was absolutely trying to come up with a video, and the last time I recorded it, I really could not hear myself very well. But the video that I came up with was what inspires you, and that was something that I decided that I wanted to post on my personal Facebook instead of just my art page. I was asking people what inspires you. I really wish that my Logitech could actually pick up my. I wish you could pick up my drawing a little bit better than this. Maybe I need to upgrade. I don't know, but anywho, I was asking people what inspires you, and got a lot of feedback, got some really good responses, and you never know exactly what is out there that is going to inspire you, what gives you that drive to absolutely keep going, or what gives you that drive to try to accomplish many things. And that's one of the things I definitely enjoy doing. I definitely enjoy inspiring others. And that's one of the things I really did talk about in the interview as I had it today. I was talking about the enjoyment of inspiring others. And when you find that inspiration, and this is me speaking from personal experience, when you find that inspiration that gives you that drive, you pretty much feel like that there's no limit to a lot of possibilities. You find ways to keep going, you travel on. You're gonna have some bumpy roads here and there, which is understandable because no journey that you get is gonna ever actually be a very easy one. It never really is an easy one. So that's why you find so much inspiration. And when you find much more inspiration, it gives you even more of a drive than you thought you were going to have before. And I would definitely say I have many inspirations. I have my friends, my close friends that are inspirations. I have people that I have met that I have, that I've actually met at conventions that I find very inspiring because they give me that drive. They give me that drive to keep going and keep doing what I'm doing. Now that I've actually had that interview today, which of course was, like I said, was a big one, that was an inspiration as well. And so the more inspiration you have, the better drive you get. And it's just that it's just a wonderful thing to have. There are people out there that said that I inspired them, which is really good because for a while I didn't think I was absolutely doing things the correct way, and I never knew that me personally, just being the person that I am, I would inspire other people. And that's why I say that they in return inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. And this is why I continue making these videos. Yes, it has been times of where I have a little bit of a slowdown, where I'm not able to absolutely get something done, and some things will get overwhelming at times. But that's how life is. You find the time to absolutely try to get past that obstacle, and each obstacle does get tougher and tougher. But it's up to you to really just get past it and just keep trucking along. And like I said, there are so many people out there that inspire me, and that I inspire. So something like that, I never really want to take with a grain of salt at all. I never do. I try to take note of it, and I try to keep going with it because I now see that if someone tells me that I inspire them, it's a good feeling, and I like having that good feeling. And in return, I want them to have that good feeling as well. Especially with today's age of what's going on, we definitely need a lot of inspiration. And I don't usually talk about things like this on my channel or when I was doing a lot of live streaming back then. I usually don't. But I'm really trying to not get so deep into that discussion. And of course, if we just get to a point of where we inspire each other to do better, we will have very much less of what is going on now. We would. I know that is something that has been going on for a very long time, and yes, it is scary. It's very scary to have things like that to go on. I much rather be at peace, and that's my inspiration to all of you, is to try to find much more peaceful solutions, and be able to help spread it to others and see if they would absolutely love to spread it to someone else as well. So if you liked this video, definitely feel free to just subscribe, or feel free to leave comments. definitely feel free to let me know what inspires you. I definitely want to know because I want to know what gives you guys that drive. Alright, so now that we've actually got all of that out of the way, you guys just enjoy watching me get done with this little guy here. I haven't come up with a name for him yet, but what got me to drawing this little guy here was I was working on this, and I just so happened to put him in that little corner right there. There we go. We can actually see a little bit better. He just so happened to be in that little corner right there, and I liked how he looked so much that I was like, well, you know what? I absolutely want to turn him into a character and see what I could actually do with him in the future. So, looking forward to that, and that's what led to this little guy right here right now. So as you can see, his outfit is pretty much the same, but I added a sword to him, and it's not going to be one of those usual swords, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how I really want it to look, but I did do a small little sketch of it right there. But I probably just added around the edges as well to see what his sword really looks like. But right here is where I really want to go ahead and just get the full piece of him before I absolutely go around everywhere else and make more sketches of him. And they're just going to be sketches. They're not going to be inks like what this one is. But I'm definitely going to make more sketches of him because I really like how he looks. One of my friends at my day job, whom is an artist as well, his name is Rudy, or should I say Mamusa on Twitter, however he actually pronounces it. But he said that he was really digging the little guy, so I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm kind of digging him too. So that's one of the reasons of why I'm actually making this drawing of him right now. One of the things that I've noticed lately is I know that some people say that I have trouble drawing faces, or having the faces to be lined up a little bit more, and which is very true. So I've definitely been doing a lot more going back to the faces and trying to make sure that I get better at them. And it's always about composition when it comes to things like this. Composition and proportioning, and of course this one here is more like a chibi drawing of mine, so I guess you could say that it is still having its proportionate features that it needs, but this is more of like that fun kind of drawing. It's really fun. So the fact that I don't absolutely have a face literally there that you can actually see, I'm absolutely trying to do whatever I can to make the character stand out. And see, I was talking to my mother figure about my artwork today after the interview, and she said that my artwork was unique in its own way, to where it really just describes me, and it's very easy to recognize because it has its own life, which is very true about many artists. Many artists out there have yeah, that's a plane. I'm very surprised at how much audio this microphone from this headset could actually pick up. But as I was saying, you really pretty much have like your own style. I guess you could say style, but some people will argue and say that it's not a style. But I'm basically just saying whatever word actually comes to my mind. So this is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna try to shade like some little areas here. If you're wondering what pen I'm using, this is Faber-Castell. It's actually one of my favorites, and you can actually pick it up at any place that actually sells them. I actually got this from Barnes and Noble a couple of years back, and it's really serving its purpose very well. Alright, so I'm going to try to add some little wrinkles here to give that some kind of flow. Alright. I guess I'll go ahead and drill some holes right there and kind of shade them in a little bit later. Alright. Had everything pushed to the side, so I was trying to trying to absolutely come up with a way to set up my recording. I'm in one little corner, and everything's like all crunched up together, so I don't really like how it's set up at the moment. And guess I'll try to add like some spots in here with some small details. I'm definitely gonna go back and color this, but I'm not gonna include it in the video. I got my coloring tools somewhere else, so I don't want to like get up and absolutely try going to look for it. But I'll definitely post up this finished piece on my social media of where I post everything else. I may actually go back to creating little guys like him, because I remember I was doing that for a while. I had one that was like a dark knight, and it came out pretty cool looking because I changed up. Well, I made him like very armory looking, and then he had like a huge sword. So this one I was debating on whether I want him to have a sword or I wanted him to carry like a staff or something, but I guess you could say that with him carrying that right there, it's pretty subtle. So we may absolutely have him to be more of something else, but it's still a work in progress of what I want him to be. He might be a mage slash swordsman, and that's what he carries as his choice of weapon. Okay, think. Oh, let's go ahead and add the little shadow underneath him. Alright, well, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the little vlog of everything else that I was absolutely talking about, definitely feel free to subscribe, share the video. Definitely feel free to leave comments below of what inspires you. And like I said, you guys be safe out there, be careful, take care of one another. Love you all.